Are you looking for the best MIG welders? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best welder on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. The Hobart Handler 145-00559 MIG Welder. When you look at the benefits and drawbacks of this Hobart welder, you need to consider that this is a transformer welding machine. Meaning, a longer-lasting durable welder with good arc quality and minimal spatter, but also a heavier machine with a smaller duty cycle and features that lag behind the newer inverter welders. The arc quality is much better than what most cheaper MIG welders provide, like Lotus, Forney, and Welder. All of which offer a higher duty cycle but a less smooth and stable arc. Still, the maximum output of 140A won't let you weld steel thicker than 1/4 in. Compared to 3/4 inch steel with the 205DS above. The first thing I find frustrating with Handler 140 MIG welder is its poor duty cycle. While they've invested a lot in the unit's durability and weld quality, I wish the welder had at least 30% at 100A of output. Instead, you are capped at 20% at 90A. That's quite low, so expect downtimes while the machine cools down unless you are just tack welding metal or running small beads here and there. The preset 5-position voltage knob limits your adjustability range. This is good if you like a simple setup, but it's bad if you want to fine-tune your arc. In addition, sometimes, you may not be satisfied with the bead width, penetration, and height because of other factors influencing your weld. Infinite adjustability knobs are almost an industry standard today because they can offset many factors like metal and environment temperature and humidity, metal's cleanliness, and others. Hobart is a good choice if you don't mind paying more for better arc quality and quality components. Just keep in mind that it's heavier than most beginner welders with its 57 pounds, thanks to the transformer inside. If you are just learning how to weld and you know you'll get a more powerful welder down the line, it's probably better to get a cheaper machine than Handler 140, or just get a Handler 210 right off the bat. But if you are a hobbyist looking for maximum reliability and warranty and the Handler 140 satisfies your needs, it's definitely a good choice for gas metal arc welding, especially thin sheet metal work. At number 2. AHP AlphaMIG 231MS. This welder provides the perfect combination of durability and portability, and it seems like it can last many years of everyday use, especially compared to cheap Chinese units. I love that you get everything you need to weld straight out of the box, including accessories and a few consumables, without wire or electrodes. However, many dislike the 10 feet long leads on the torch and electrode holder, which can come short in specific applications. Regarding welding capability, AlphaMIG 231MS is quite a powerful welder with a maximum output of 230 amps. Even though it supports dual voltage with 110/220V input, the machine really shines at 220V. With a 50% duty cycle at maximum output, this is truly your workhorse, designed to operate without many interruptions. While compact, the unit supports the use of both 8 and 12 rolls, which can fit 10 to 44 pounds of wire. It will also easily handle from .023 to .045 diameter solid steel or stainless wire with the included drive rolls. AHP AlphaMIG 231MS is a spool gun ready welder, which means you can weld thick aluminum up to 1/8 with a separately sold gun. Additionally, AHP offers a polymer liner, which you can fit to ensure smooth aluminum wire feed. When it comes to steel, it can weld 24 gauge up to 5/16 in a single pass, or up to 1/2 in multi-pass operation. Stick welding with AHP AlphaMIG 231 goes surprisingly well. Even though this is an inverter-based machine, TI can run the notorious 6010s. However, you'll have to tune functions like hot start and arc force control to do so. Nevertheless, the arc start is easy, and the arc overall is really smooth. At number 3. Forney Easy Weld 140 MP MIG Welder. Forney Easy Weld 140 uses an almost identical metal wire feed system like the Eastwood 180. It's a good design found in quality low-priced machines. Forney 140 MP is easy to use with its 2 infinite adjustability knobs and a single switch for welding processes. Forney Easy Weld 140 is a multi-process machine, just like the Welder 205DS. It does MIG, flux core wire welding, stick, and DC TIG. However, it's more expensive than the 205DS and Eastwood above while offering similar budget welder weld quality. It's the lightest multi-purpose welder you can get, with just 24.8 pounds. But the Yes Welder First S above is significantly better in performance, and it's a better choice if it fits your budget. If not, the Yes Welder 205DS is cheaper than Forney while offering more welding power, but it's 8 pounds heavier. 4140MP is a 120V welder with a maximum output of 140A, just like the Hobart Handler 140. But it has a duty cycle on the lower end at just 30% with 90A for the MIG welding process. This machine is suitable for someone who needs a bit more ruggedness and portability than what Yes Welder and Eastwood offer. But the downsides are the higher price, costs almost as the Hobart Handler 140, and lower welding power. In my opinion, the price is a bit too high considering Forney offers just 1-year warranty. At number 4. Eastwood MIG 180, MIG/Flux Core Welder. If you are not looking for other welding processes besides MIG welding, then this dual voltage Eastwood is a bit better choice than the Yes Welder 205DS. With its maximum output of 180A and a 60% duty cycle at 130A, it's inferior to the 205DS but much better than Handler 140A. Additionally, its 110V input performance is capped at 120A output, which is much lower than 160A at 110V the Yes Welder offers, effectively allowing you to weld up to 5/16 inch on 220V and 3/16 in thick with 110V input. However, the Eastwood MIG 180 offers the support for a spool gun, a more intuitive control panel with 2 infinite adjustability knobs, and it's 10 pounds lighter than the Yes Welder 205DS, making it the lightest MIG welder in our comparison. It offers tack weld settings in 2T/4T, which are helpful in everyday shop work. This unit is meant for light welding shop use, hobbyists, and beginners who want a powerful welder that supports a spool gun while staying under $500. But it doesn't handle thin metal well. You can get inconsistent results. Plus, its minimal amperage output is 30A. At the same time, the Handler 140 has a minimal amperage output of 25A and provides more stable, consistent results. This Eastwood model has one problem. The gas inlet valve is placed in the middle of the back panel. Typically, welders have this valve at a side of the back panel so that if you use the welder on the wheeled cart, the gas hose doesn't get kinked from the gas bottle sitting right behind it. The worst thing about it is that their own cart has this problem with the unit, but most other carts will also pinch the gas hose. However, with a full metal wire drive system, decent quality MIG gun, good unit housing build quality, and 3-year warranty, it's a pretty good MIG welder worth considering. Additionally, it comes with one of the best instruction manuals I've ever seen in the affordable welders market. It's definitely a foolproof machine anyone can learn to use quickly to make quality welds.